Good afternoon everyone. Today we are going to discuss about biodiversity and healthy society. Biodiversity refers to the abundance and diversity of life on the planet. It is our planet's most complicated and vital feature. Life could not exist without biodiversity. It provides us with food, shelter, fuel, clothing, and other necessities. There are three types of biodiversity. First is genetic biodiversity. It refers to the difference in organisms' genetic resources. Every member of species has a genetic makeup that is distinct from everyone else. Next is species biodiversity. The variety of various species found in a given location encompasses all species from plants to microbes. The last type of biodiversity is ecological biodiversity. It refers to the diversity of plant and animal species that coexist and are linked by food web and food chains. Ecosystem. Ecosystem are the structural and functional units of ecology in which living species interact with one another and with their surroundings. An English botanist named Arthur George Tansley created the term ecosystem in 1935. There are two types of ecosystem. First is terrestrial ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystems are those that are entirely based on land. Different types of terrestrial ecosystems can be found in different geological zones. There are as follows. The first type of terrestrial ecosystem is forest ecosystem. A forest ecosystem is made out of a variety of plants, animals, and microbes that coexist with the environment's abiotic influences. The next type of terrestrial ecosystem is grassland ecosystem. In the grassland ecosystem, the vegetation is dominated by the grasses and herbs. Temperate grasslands, savanna grasslands, are some of the examples of the grassland ecosystem. The third type of terrestrial ecosystem is tundra ecosystem. Tundra ecosystem lack vegetation and are located in frigid climes or areas with a little rainfall. For the majority of the year, these are covered in snow. The last type of terrestrial ecosystem is desert ecosystem. There is extremely little rain in these areas. It's hot during the day and it's cold at nighttime. The second types of ecosystem is aquatic ecosystem. Aquatic ecosystem are ecosystem present in body of water. These are further subdivided into two categories. The first category is freshwater ecosystem. The freshwater ecosystem includes lakes, ponds, rivers, streams, and wetlands and does not contain any salt. The second category of aquatic ecosystem is marine ecosystem. Seas and ocean are part of the marine ecosystem. In the comparison to the freshwater ecosystem, these have a higher salt content and more biodiversity.
The structures of an ecosystem can be split into two main components, namely biotic components. Biotic components refer to all life in an ecosystem based on nutrition. Biotic components can be categorized into autotrophs, heterotrophs, and saprotrophs. Autotrophs are also called producers. They are called autotrophs as they can produce food through the process of photosynthesis. Other organisms higher up on the food chain rely on producers of food. Heterotrophs are creatures that rely on the nourishment of other organisms. Consumers are further divided into three categories: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary, they rely on producers for food. Secondary, depend on primary consumers for energy. Tertiary, depend on secondary consumers for food. Saprotrophs, they feed on dead and decaying organic substances directly. Decomposers are important for the ecology because they help recycle nutrients so that plants can utilize them again. Abiotic components. The non-living components of an ecosystem are known as biotic components. Air, water, soil, minerals, sunlight, temperature, nutrient, wind, height, turbidity, and so on are all part of it.
Biology. Biology is the study of living organisms. Their origins, anatomy, morphology, physiology, behavior, and distribution is characterized as biology. The science of biology was invented by Aristotle on 384 to 322 BC. Botany is the study of plants. The term botany is derived from an adjective botany that is again derived from the Greek word botan. One who studies botany is known as a botanist. The animal world is the subject of zoology. It is a scientific analysis into the entire animal kingdom species. Ecology is a branch of science that includes human science, population science, community science, ecosystem science, and biosphere science. Ecology is the study of organisms, their environments, and how they interact with one another and with their surroundings.
Health security is a concept that comprises actions and procedures that are implemented across sovereign borders to reduce public health events and ensure population health. Health security advocates argue that all nations have a responsibility to defend their citizens' health and well-being. Good environmental practice and the use of technology. Good environmental practices are described as efforts that aim to lessen the negative environmental impact of activities and processes by changing and improving the way they are organized and developed. Here are 5 examples of good environmental practices. First is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Second, dispose waste properly. Third, respect of wildlife. Fourth, use eco bags instead of plastics. The last 5, always clean your surrounding.
The use of environmental science, green chemistry, environmental monitoring, and electronic technology is known as environmental technology, envirotech, green technology, green tech, or clean technology, clean tech. It is also to keep track of, model, and maintain the natural environment and resources as well as to mitigate the negative consequences of human activity. Purification and waste management is sustainable energy is the part of environmental technology that aim to domain the negative involvement during the process. Water purification, eliminating unwanted chemicals, biological pollutants, suspended particles, and gases from water. Water purification helps us to produce clean water that is suitable for drinking, bathing, laundry, and etc. The term solid waste management refers to the entire collection, treatment, and disposal procedure for solid waste. Waste are gathered from various sources and disposed of during the waste management process. Collection, transportation, treatment, analysis, and disposal are all part of this process. Renewable energy is defined as energy that can be easily replenished. For years, we have relied on natural resources such as wood, sunlight, and water to generate energy. Examples of renewable energy are solar power, wind power, and geothermal power. Energy conservation is an effort to reduce energy consumption by utilizing less of a certain energy service. This can be accomplished by either utilizing less energy or reducing the amount of service used.